a mixture of clean girl, soft glam, Victoria's Secret bombshell, and dark feminine, inspired by what I can actually get away with wearing in the summertime. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kavya. It has been a fat minute since I have sat down, yapped with you guys, and done my makeup. Before we get into today's video, let me just say my current makeup routine is very much inspired by the fact that global warming is happening. It's 170,000 degrees outside and humid, but I still want to feel pretty and look cute. My goal with creating today's look was putting together a bunch of products that feel super lightweight on the skin. It's not a ton of makeup, but it still looks like glam and gorgeous and bombshell. This is a makeup look that is honestly very beginner friendly and very universally flattering. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I've had these eye patches on for probably way too long. I miss doing makeup tutorials so much. I feel like this is my bread and butter. In the morning when I'm brushing my teeth, I love putting on just like somebody's makeup tutorial. It just feels like 2016. We're gonna start out with my brows. This is the brow pencil that I've been using recently. It's just like a really tiny one, so it's easy for me to travel with. Everything that I'm going to be using will be linked for you guys below. I'm gonna start out by just brushing my brows out, nothing crazy. Every single time I get my brows started, I ask my brow lady to do my brows thinner, and she always just straight up says no. I need to get this hair out of my face. How cute. I got this hair clip in Malaysia. I think it's so cute. We're gonna start with skin prep. This is my favorite serum. It's basically like Botox in a bottle. I mean, that's pretty immediate glass skin. I do love the look of very healthy skin. I think the skin in clean girl makeup is beautiful, and like less is more, I get it. But for me, babe, like I'm gonna have a lash on. I always use the same exact lash clusters. Today I'm wearing the slightly more dramatic iteration of what I usually wear, which are the Ardell ones, but these are the 3D foam ink ones. And I just like needed something a little extra. Whenever I've been feeling ugly, I love using the foam ink ones. I feel like I really learned how to do my makeup back when I was modeling, when I was super young and living in LA. There were 3 makeup artists I ever had who I felt actually did a good job on my makeup. And I remember one of them, he told me that basically his philosophy behind doing beautiful makeup was making sure there were never any super harsh lines. And I feel like ever since then, I've never been like a heavy eyeliner girl. Even though I'm a Desi girl, it feels illegal to say. Liner just makes my eyes look a little wonky, but I always have applied that ever since. Like when I'm doing my brows, when I'm doing my lip liner, I try to really blend and buff everything out so it looks like a natural shadow. And I think that tip and little tips like that are what make all the difference when it comes to makeup. We're gonna do a little sunscreen. For me, with mineral sunscreens, to avoid any sort of white cast, I find that like kind of warming it up in my hands and then applying it makes a huge difference. This skin is radiating. Now we're gonna do a little bit of foundation, and I've been spot treating in the summertime because I hate the feeling of having a full face of foundation on. Again, this is all technique. You don't need to have a full face on to look like you have a full face on. Like less really can be more. Your ring finger to blend out your foundation is an absolute game changer, you guys. Like honestly, see how I'm kind of patting it in instead of swiping it? That is what is gonna really give you that skin-like finish. It's not gonna look like makeup. I always do a little bit at the corners of my mouth for hyperpigmentation. I've been traveling so much this summer, and while I'm traveling, I just never want to sit there and do a full beat. Also, when you're traveling, you just don't have the time. Like there's so much to see and so much to do. There's definitely no time, particularly when I'm traveling with my family. There's just no time for me to sit and beat my face for like an hour. Maybe if I were traveling with like a group of divas, we could all beat our face and go out to eat or whatever. But for me, when I'm traveling, like we're really sightseeing and we're really doing stuff. So I end up doing the most minimalist looks and just kind of doing something fast in 5 minutes. But don't get me wrong, a girl loves to do a little G7X photo shoot while she's out, so I've definitely hacked it to where it looks like great in photos, but it's really low effort. Like I have done this in the car countless times. Okay, I'm gonna grab this Rhode bronzer. This is the shade Drench. Just melts into my skin. I have a tiny forehead, so sometimes when I put bronzer on my forehead, I feel like it just makes my head look kind of small, but whatever, we're doing it today. I want to take some photos after this, so like the makeup is gonna have to be tea. Even if your makeup looks really good, it can get washed out with like the flash of a camera. So bronzer, shadow, highlight, all of that's really gonna be your best friend when you're trying to take photos. We're already looking nice and airbrush. It looks like we have a lot more makeup on than we do, but I think it's all about intentional placement. Okay, I'm not usually a big eyeshadow girl, but I feel like everybody has been using this Makeup by Mario palette and it's like beautiful. Let's experiment together, why not? A little fluffy brush. I'm gonna take shade EE7, orangey undertone. The way I like to use eyeshadow is to kind of raise my eye a bit. So I'm just using this to warm up that outer corner and lift my entire eye a little. Doing a little bit underneath the eye is gonna give you more of like a sexy, sultry look too. I love a dark feminine look, but I like it in a very subtle way. You know what I mean? Like I'm not one to do like a heavy, smudgy, like black eyeliner look, but I do love like the look of a more tired, kind of sensual eye. Color is absolutely stunning and it's doing exactly what needs to be done. To create a little bit of contrast, you're gonna take a little brush and I'm gonna take the lightest shade in this palette and just do a little bit under the brow. And then I'm taking this middle sparkly shade and doing a little bit basically underneath the center of my eye. Maybe not everyone is like this, but for me, when I take a light shade and I put it in the inner corner of my eye, it makes my eyes look super wide apart and it doesn't really suit my eye shape. I think this eye look is perfect. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Set everything with my Kulfi setting spray. Another little tip, I like to specifically focus on my jawline area. I feel like when this part of my face is shiny, I feel like that's very slept on area to highlight, like right here. But I think when you see the shine here, it makes it look like your jawline is very sharp. I think it looks a lot more natural than like having glowiness only here. Like obviously if your entire skin is hydrated, even other parts of your face are gonna be highlighted. It's not just gonna be your cheekbones. Next, we're gonna move on to lips, and everybody knows I've been so obsessed with the Huda Beauty lip stains. We're gonna do a mix of warm brown and soft nude. We're gonna start with a lighter shade. Then the darker one, I'm just gonna focus that's like a super beautiful shade. I think it's nearly perfect. And then my favorite lip has been from Prada. I know that's like super bougie, but this is the perfect shade. It's just a perfect lip combo. This is the Dior Glass Glow Stick, and I cannot say enough good things about this. It's the most beautiful frosty pink shade, which kind of scares me a bit, but you're gonna see like how pretty this is on. Like I haven't even been wearing blush recently, you guys. I've just been doing this because I feel like it gives you the most beautiful glow, and then I blend it with my fingers. Bring it like a little bit into actually my cheek for more of a natural look. Genuinely perfect, and don't cancel me, but I have not been wearing blush recently. I don't know what it is about my face, but with blush I'm very particular about the shade. I only really like coral blushes. I'm not a big fan of like a darker or more berry shade on me. So anyway, I really love the no blush look. It's definitely also from the more dark feminine style of makeup. I'm gonna take my One Size powder and just set a little bit on the sides of my nose, in between my brows. I would say that this makeup is a mixture of clean girl, soft glam, Victoria's Secret bombshell, and dark feminine. Like those are all the things that I feel encompass me. And then obviously that would be how I do my makeup. This is the completed result. It's like a very easy makeup look. I just think I've found a good little cocktail of products, and all together it gives you such a beautiful result. This makeup will actually last me all day. The setting spray, the lip stain liner, like this is genuinely a look that is made for the summer, and it's very neutral. Like you can wear it with every single outfit, but it's also still very minimal. Like I could actually wear this all day, and I live in the deep south and our summers are very humid and very hot. So this makeup is definitely more so inspired by what I can actually get away with wearing in the summertime. Thank you to everyone who watched last week's video and entered the giveaway. I have already selected the winners. I'm gonna be announcing those in my Instagram community group, which is Kavia's Kiwis, if you wanna join, because I am gonna be hosting a couple more giveaways. I'm also gonna be doing like a really cool meet and greet sort of event. It's gonna be me selling my closet, meeting up with you guys. We're still in the process of planning all of that out. More details and like little updates and spoilers, make sure you join that community group. I hope you love this makeup look just as much as I do. If you try it out, you have to tag me. I want to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.